Hey, Matt, today we're going to talk about a website. It used to be called SeekingArrangement.com. Now it's just called Seeking.com. And you've shared some interesting, sort of not so great stories with me about this site.
Yeah, so most of our clients are males and most of them are high net worth. And I've had a few clients reach out to me recently with a conundrum they're in involving Seeking.com, where they're talking to a pretty girl and somehow they get a hold of their phone number. The girl probably asks, like, hey, let's meet up. What's your number? And they give a real number. So first step, always use a Google Voice or satellite number. If you do meet up with them, then try not to give them your personal information, your full name. So, maybe avoid PayPal, Venmo. If you leave the receipt on the table for dinner or drinks, maybe grab it real quick. Don't let her catch an eye. What's happening is these girls are getting a hold of these men's full names or phone numbers and tracking down their information because everything nowadays is all online. All their phone numbers, their home address, their employer, all that. And then it's just a simple extortion game because a lot of these men on these sites are married or they're ashamed to be on the site and they don't want their employer to know. And it's just a shakedown. So my recommendation is to scrub all your personal information online. Your LinkedIn, obviously you can keep, it doesn't have your home address on there, but sites like Cluster Maps, Number, Radaris, Intellius, there's tons of them. Most of them allow easy free opt-outs. Google has a tool for it. If you struggle with one, we can probably get it removed for you, 99% likely. Pay performance based, we can help you with that. And then build out your online presence to combat anything that you can't control. Just maybe some news articles about you or whatever you feel comfortable with. Nothing identifying, no personal numbers, address, anything like that. On the flip side, some people, it's kind of the opposite, but same process we have to do of creating positive content. These men, they want to look like a rock star. So they want girls to Google them, not just Seeking, but girls in general. They want to look like a titan of their industry and successful. And we can help with that too. But at the end of the day, it's all the same process of you want good, positive information online and nothing too personal to show where you can get extorted.
Yeah, well, this is really an important review of the Seeking.com, formerly Seeking Arrangement. And it's maybe sort of the dark side of the internet that people, men in particular in this case, are not aware of. And this could really just be as simple as, you find someone on there, and whether you even meet them or not, if you give them your phone number, if it's an extortionist behind this, beautiful woman's picture on the other end, and they've got, your name, your city, your phone number, from there, you can find just about anything, right?
Yeah. Half the time, I think these aren't even women. It seems like it's probably just some dude in a different country extorting people. But one of the stories, it was he met her in real life and she figured out he was married somehow. And all this information was online, marriage records and all. And she was like, I know where you live. I'm going to show up to your house, knock on the door, and tell your wife all about us, unless you give me 10 grand.
Wow.
So, yeah, men, be careful.
Yeah. Well, if you have, chosen this lifestyle and you have a problem, what happens? If they reach out to us, what can we do for them?
Yeah. Especially with the guys that you think are the women that are pretending, the men that are pretending to be women that you haven't met yet, they're doing it to hundreds of people. So my recommendation is just don't respond. They'll find a new mark and they'll eventually move on and ignore you. If it's a girl you've met in real life and she found out you're married and she wants 10 grand and knows exactly where you live, that's a tough decision. That's on you at that point, depending on your budget. But don't get to that point. Scrub everything online first about that mentions where you live.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation.
Well, great. Well, thanks a lot for sharing your experience on this, Matt. I hope that hope people find it useful.
Yes, thanks, Mike.